Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. So you can see more interviews are on their way. And right now, I'm actually doing one. We're going to Latvia, and I've got INSPO with me. Hopefully, I pronounced that right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yes.
correct. That's
How are
correct.
you both doing today?
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
So it's Friday. Friday is always good, right?
Hmm. Yes, and
So
it's
we get
it's like it's like the end of the weekend of the day, so it's like some relaxation time afterwards.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not when you're in Supernova.
Yeah, no, or a Eurovision fan.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. So, before we get into the nitty-gritty of things, let's just start with a quick icebreaker. So, I always ask this to everyone I interview. So, like, what's one fact about yourself that not many people know about?
yeah. So probably about the performance, right?
Yeah,
So
it's like our together fact.
Or
Like a
it could be
ah,
so it's like either one of you, like one thing that not many
okay,
people know
okay,
about
okay,
yourself.
okay. So a fact about us, like a band together.
Yeah.
So our first official gig was actually the one that we did last year for Supernova.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a lot of people don't know that. Well, maybe now they do,
Hmm.
but yeah, we didn't have an official gig before that. So the one that you saw last year on TV, so that was our official
First.
first gig. Yeah.
Oh wow, I did not. Wow, that I did not know that. So I was like,
That's
it's
a,
feature. I know that you've been working together, but like the first gig, I was like, who would have thought?
Right.
Okay, so as you said, like your first gig was Supernova, which actually leads me up to my next question, is that this is your second time doing Supernova. How does it feel to be given the opportunity to do Supernova once again? I mean, you just debuted literally just a year ago.
I mean, it's wild. I don't know. I couldn't say like we kind of waited for it, but we hoped for it, and yeah, it's cool. We're really happy, and
I'd say it's pretty laid back.
Hmm.
No, no, no. I'm
yeah,
kidding. No, I mean, compared to last year, of course, it's not stressful, and you are a bit more laid back because you know what they ask of you and the
Hmm.
nitty-gritty details. But still, not gonna lie, a little stressful. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
So we're actually right now. So we're sitting outside of our rehearsal studio, and so after this interview, we're gonna have a rehearsal.
Yeah.
So rehearsal for Supernova. So yeah.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that actually does lead me to my next question. Is that, of course, you're here because of Supernova. Like, what made you come back so quickly? Like, what was it about last year that you said, you know what, let's do it again? Why not?
Yeah, you can go for that.
well,
The
well,
opportunities?
the opportunities that
Yes.
it gives and contacts and just the greatest time over there. Like
Hmm.
e- all of the Supernova team is so great and so sweet, and also meeting like a lot of musicians in one place and a lot of new musicians.
Hmm.
So it just builds up the contacts, and then
Lots
yeah.
of new pictures on Facebook and Instagram, lots of likes. Yeah, it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth it.
Hmm. Okay, so you'll be participating with the song Sway. So I just wanted to ask you, like, what was the song about, and like what was the creative process behind it? So for the ones that, haven't listened to the song
Hmm.
yet.
If not, yeah.
Yeah, so I can start about the creative process, so then you can tell about the
Mhm.
lyrics. So we had a special band practice that was specially dedicated for coming up with with a song for Supernova, and so it was like 3 hours or something, and we came up with four songs, and we were pretty excited. I mean, they were okay. I mean, we will definitely use them on our next album, but I guess they were not the Supernova standard
Yeah.
or something
Or
like.
just not the standard maybe,
But
but didn't
the
like
overall vibe,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And so then the band practice, so it was going, it was literally like the last 20 or 15 minutes. And then, yeah, then I started playing a riff on the guitar. So Nadine immediately picked it up and she immediately came up with a vocal melody. And so the intro and the vocal melody that you hear, that came up like in 5 minutes.
Yes. And we were like,
Yeah, this is it.
Is it always like that you can, once like, okay, I
Oh,
think you're onto
no,
something,
no.
it's like it's just like,
That's a very good question.
yeah.
It's not always like that. So we
Mhm.
have a song called "Solidify" on our last album, which took like 3 months to complete because we went through different versions and we weren't really satisfied. And then finally, yeah, yeah, that's the version that you hear. And yeah, the lyrics.
The lyrics, yeah, it's this way. Yeah, it's mostly it talks about like mental issues, and of course we have experience as well, like some mental
hands-on experience.
Yeah, and so I kind of wrote the lyrics from my own experience, how I have felt before when I needed help, and yeah, it's just like a little dialogue between people, like the person who's struggling and the person who tries to help, and that's how like I sway with these lyrics there, and yeah. So I love the message of this year's song. Yeah.
That actually leads me to, it's like, what would message are you sending on your performance next week? Like,
Well, the message that we are also talking about in the press and everywhere is that we want to make everyone feel, and that it's okay to not be okay, and you don't have to be ashamed about it. Because I know I have felt like, no, I have to be strong and I can be weak, but you can be weak, and that's
Yeah, it's
totally fine. And
totally totes.
and you're just going through some season, okay? It's like down season, but it's fine. Like everyone goes through seasons.
Sure, yeah. So, no, it gets better. Yeah, from personal experience, we can say that it gets better. It gets better with time, and sometimes your friends can help, sometimes other people can help.
Or music.
Yeah, or sometimes you find the answers within yourselves, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, obviously you're here and competing because there's the potential that you might go on to represent Latvia in Eurovision this year in Liverpool. So, what would it mean to you if you're able to get that ticket this year?
Wow, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
That would be mind-blowing, especially for a band of our caliber, because we're not that popular yet. There are bands on the in Supernova that are more popular than us, and even last year when we participated, so we finished 8th in the finals, and so
for us it was huge.
For us, it was huge. First thing, and the second thing is that there were bands that had a lot more fans and that were older and had more gigs, and they ranked lower than us. So that was a huge thing for us.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we win the whole Supernova, it's mind blowing. Then just what?
Yeah.
We'll film something and we'll just watch our reels, and those reels are going to be insane.
Yeah, and also that we're not like this usual pop group, I think, and it would mean a lot in that spectrum as well. That's not a usual
indie spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that we can also send something like that to Eurovision, not like usual pop. And
I mean, we encourage lots of genres. I know it's mainly pop music that we see, but you know,
of course.
There is like there is other genres that do go into Eurovision, and you know, if you go with that genre, you might stand out. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah,
okay, so okay, so let's talk about more about Eurovision quickly. It's just because Eurovision fans love to get to know the artists. Is that about their relationship with the contest? Like, I just wanted to ask you, what's your first memory of Eurovision, and what's your favorite Eurovision entry? It doesn't have to be from Latvia; it can be from anywhere else as well.
Okay, so you want to go first, or
yeah, my first memory that
last year.
No, not really. I'm bad at Eurovision as well, actually. I always watch and then have this little party. And I remember 2008 it was, and that was the first time I like watched through all of the final. And I was small because I'm small. I'm pretty young, and so I was just sitting with my mom and my dad, and I was just singing along, and there was this girl. I don't remember the song, but she had a really cool outfit, and I was like, I want to be her. And I just don't remember the song and the country, nothing. But my favorite entry was last year's Portugal Saudade. It was Maro, I think. Yeah. Faro. Maro.
Maro. Okay.
Maro. Yeah. So good. So good.
Okay, so for me, my first memory is the first year Latvia participated in 2003. I think it was the year when Brainstorm represented Latvia, and they finished up third, so that was pretty amazing. So that's my first memory. And my favorite act is, yes, also last year's Portugal, definitely. And then there was a girl from Norway, not last year, but I don't remember the year, but it was Margaret Berger. She had a song.
2013. She did in 2013. I Feed You My Love.
Very good. The song was
It's a
called
fan.
the song was called "I Feed You My Love,"
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah,
It
something
That
is.
was
like
that
that.
was
Yeah, that is it. That is the title of the song.
nice. Okay.
Okay, so it's nice to know that you will be popular with those choices. I'll tell you now that now. Okay, so moving back to Supernova very quickly is like we're just literally like just over a week away from the semi-final. Can I just ask how you're feeling about it now?
Oh, a bit nervous.
A bit nervous. We're trying to hit the gym,
Yeah.
trying to get the pump up,
But great.
trying to finish up our last tattoo so that we look cool.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, yeah, a little stressed. You?
Me too. I'm so stressed, and because it's a little like bigger pressure than yesterday, last year. Because like now we rank a bit higher than last year, like in all of the tops, and because I of course I have seen all of them,
Mhm.
and just we feel the pressure to have a greater performance, and
Mhm.
just yeah, like we have to step up and be better than last year. It's always the pressure to be
Mhm.
better.
How could we even be better? How could we be better than last year? Last year, perfect.
Of course, sorry.
It's
We
a
can be
question we always
perfect.
ask ourselves each year whenever we do this. It's like, how can we be better
No,
than
no, but
him?
I completely agree. Yeah. So last year, the performance could have been better. I mean, not the performance, but what do you call it?
The overall feel
The
more
staging, you
confident.
think, or
Yeah,
like,
the
Staging,
staging.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
staging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the staging. Yeah, that could have been better. So we're gonna improve it this year, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not to spoil anything.
yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say, okay, so without spoiling anything, how do you think the preparations are going? Do you think you're more content going around this time now that you've done it once, so you kind of know it's like, okay, I think I know kind of what to do now going
Mhm.
forward.
Yeah, it is like that. Like we now know the stage, we now know the team, and we kind of already knew what is possible for us. And yeah, maybe you can.
Yeah, and the good thing is that we're pretty much. I mean, we still have a couple of well, not practice, repetitions at the TV studio, but
Hmm.
we pretty much know what we're going to do, where we're going to stand, and
Hmm.
what pictures and what graphics are going to be shown on the screens.
Hmm.
So that's settled. So that's done. And yeah, last year we were just winging it.
Yeah, we were like, okay, let's sit and then stand up and just do
So you're
something.
just winging it last year now. It's like, okay, I've done it once. I think I can do a much better job this time
Yeah,
compared
yeah,
to
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Is it, do you think that it's a lot more pressure now that you're going into the semi-final again because you've done it once? It's like, oh, if you do you feel like there's a lot more stake going in this time?
Well, because of the bookmakers, right?
Probably. I've seen comments on Twitter saying that they've got you guys ranked high. So I was just like, I wanted to ask you your comment on that and how you feel about it.
Well, of course, like it's a lot of stress and well, I don't know even.
No, the thing is that as I said, it's like a double-bladed sword, right? So
Hmm.
so it's still stressful, but I mean it's not maybe as stressful as last year,
Hmm.
but but when we take into consideration the bookmakers and the bets that we're one of the top contenders, then
Hmm.
it adds a bit of stress. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, and so right now we might seem quite chill and quite laid back, but I know that that's gonna change next week. And with each day the percentage
Hmm.
of stress just gonna
Oh.
increase and increase.
Yes.
Hopefully not too much. Hopefully not too much, but
Yeah,
you'll
right.
still be able to perform. We want you on that stage.
Like
Okay,
INSPO
so
got too stressed.
okay, so anywho, this brings me to my last question. It doesn't have to just to be exclusively to this year, but can also apply to last year if you've got something on there. And that is, what's the one thing that you've learned from taking part in Supernova that you'll take with you going forward?
Give us a couple of seconds.
Well, I know for me as a performer, just to be confident in what I do, because the confidence is a thing that I struggle with, and I just later on looking at the recordings, I was like, but I could be like more like, okay, there was like note gone wrong or something, like I didn't sing as well as I wanted to, but I could look more like confident and it would be all good. So yeah, just the confidence, and then I have to stand like, how you say, stand behind the things I'm doing and not be afraid. And because I felt that last year and I didn't like, I was really shy around people and I didn't want to talk with anyone, but yeah, I think it's gonna change this year because yeah, the confidence have boosted in me. Yeah.
So basically you think that, once you've done it once, your confidence has improved a bit and you think you can do it.
Right.
You've got the confidence to do the performance this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And from my side, I'd say I feel more comfortable in front of the camera than I did before. So yeah, that's from my side. Yeah, that's from my side.
Well, and that brings us to the end of the interview. I just want to say thank you so much for your time and wish you the best of luck. But before we go, is there anything that you want to say to the international viewers who are watching us right now?
Yeah, sure. So basically what you have to do is you have to get the Latvian number and vote for us as many times as you can for Supernova. It's not as difficult as it seems. So there's still a week. We have still a week. So yeah, you can do that.
Not easy. But yeah. But no, thank you for listening, and we really love the comments, and yeah, just we feed up the comments, so
feed up the energy.
Feel the energy from the positive comments that you're just getting on the timeline. If you need a boost sometime, go on your Twitter timeline and just search your name, and then you'll see them flood in.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's true.
Yeah, no, but anywho, thank you so much for your time. INSPO will be participating next week in the Supernova semi-final for a place on the final with their entry sway. Thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck and see you soon. And hopefully this isn't the last time we talk.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.